Good morning. I don't know about you guys, but this weather is crazy weird. It's January 22nd. I am in Georgia. I'm in like the middle I'm in the middle third of Georgia, and something's happening with the weather that I've never, honestly, in my 61 years on this earth, I've never been able to say. Good morning from Salt Lake City. I bet you guys got some snow out there. I know from where Beth Bates is, who's my amazing assistant in Kerrville, Texas, all the way up through Houston. Carrie Daigle, the alligators are trying to figure out what to do in the snow. They've never seen it before. You got people having snowball fights on the beach in Destin, Florida. And here I am, and I can say, well, we got some snow, but if you go south, they really got snow. I have never in my life, living in Georgia, being able to say that somebody south of me got more snow than I did. That's crazy. I guess it's evidence of global warming. You can take that any way you want to take it. Good morning from Bucyrus, Kansas. It's Shelly Mackey. So we're going to dive into some. I'm so excited today because we're going to tackle the end of the month in a different way because the company is equipping us to destroy procrastination. Have you ever heard me say that urgency destroys procrastination? That's one of my favorite things to say. And one of my other favorite things is please, please, please don't let procrastination continually be your monthly destination. Hey, Carol Garner from Athens, Georgia, the headquarters of the Georgia Bulldogs. Carol could say that. Carol is north of me. That's where my kids live. She's north of me, closer to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and she got less snow than I did. Is that not crazy? Crazy, crazy. So we're in for a big day. Let's change our screen here, and let's talk about 10 days left for the end of the month. This is really cool. It's kind of perfect timing because normally we have roughly a week left when we do this Finish Strong call, but because of timing, and the last Wednesday was the 29th, we couldn't do that day. So we got 10 days left. It's going to be awesome. Okay, let me just back up and tell you where I am and why I'm doing this. I left a message on Voxer just a minute ago. Some of you might have heard it. But I'm one of those, I don't know if you are or not, I'm one of those that I don't like people to think I'm obnoxious. I don't want to be somebody that you could, if you were listening off to the side, when you walk up to a social setting or a group of people, you don't want to be the person there saying, here he comes again. I know he's going to talk about Juice Plus again. I just know he is. He's going to try and sell it to us. You watch. I don't want to be that kind of person. I don't want to put pressure on people. And by the way, I forgot, if you want people to hear this now or later, because it'll stay on here, the recording, go ahead and tag them and tell them to join us now if they can. And if not, they'll get a reminder by Facebook later. So I don't want to be that kind of person. I don't think you guys do either. So what are you telling us to do, Curt? Well, here's my feeling this time around, okay? I have been with the Juice Plus company, Lori and I have. Last week on January the 14th, like 8 days ago, it was our 37th anniversary with the company. We started doing this 6 months after we were married. It's been an amazing journey. And in my 37 years, I've never seen the company offer the consumer the opportunity that they are right now. And it goes away January 31st, okay? So here's my deal. Maybe I'll be a little bit obnoxious for the next 10 days so that I don't run the risk of this happening. What I don't want to happen is February 1st, February 2nd, I'm talking to people about reset and starting the new year and getting healthy. And they find out that there was this amazing deal. And they say, why didn't you tell me about that? If you just told me, I would have done it. You know I love a deal. You know I'd love to get $129 worth of free product. Why didn't you tell me? So I decided that starting today, I've already got one Facebook Live done. But starting today, for 10 days, I'm going to tell people that they've only got 10 days left and tell them a little bit about what it is. Let them know they only have 9 days left and let them know what it is. So that February 1st, no one can honestly tell me, why didn't you tell me? You know I would have done that. Duh. So that's what we're going to talk about. That's how we're going to finish strong, okay? We got to finish this month strong. And if the company is going to equip us with a tool, we're in the middle of this best year ever program. And I'll tell you a little more about that at the end. If you want to join us, you can go to makealife.com/BYE 2025. It's no charge, but I've put together a 12-month program for us to stay on top of our game, to throw wood on the fire, not to rebuild the fire every month, to consistently have the best month ever so we can have the best year ever in 2025, okay? So we got to do some things different than we did. If you want this to be the best year ever, can you do the exact same things you've done in the past? Absolutely not. I don't know whose quote it is, but I know it's a good one. For things to change, you got to change. Insanity is what? Doing the same thing, expecting different results. So let's do something different. Don't be obnoxious. Just let people know, hey, there's something here. If you want to do it, great. If you don't, but don't call me next week and say you didn't tell me, because I did, okay? So are y'all good with that plan? That we come up with a strategy and intentionality and proactivity, not passivity, to take January, use what the company's given us, and literally just kill it, because we're not going to let freaking procrastination ruin our January. We're going to use urgency to absolutely destroy it. I believe some of you could get more customers in the next 10 days than you've ever gotten in a single month in your life in this business. Think about that. Curt just said I could get more customers in the next 10 days than I've ever gotten in a month since I joined this business. I believe that's totally true, okay? And here's the deal that's different this time, and we don't think about it enough, but anybody can do this special, not just new customers. If you're an existing customer, I quadruple up on my Juice Plus. Some people take the normal dose, some people double, some people triple. But what if you're really wanting to get healthy this year and you said, I'm going to double up on my Juice Plus, especially through flu season? What if somebody that's already on the Trio decided to do another Trio order? Can they get the free stuff? Absolutely. It's any new order. It's not any new person, not any new address. It's any new order of the Trio capsules. Let's dive into this. Here we go. All right. Here's a big question, and I want us to have an answer here in the comments. Okay, we're going to do good this year of talking to each other, building community. In the comment section, who's here with me this morning? There's Debbie Walton. Hey, Debbie Walton. She's killing it. She's in the top 10 in this contest thing. She's killing it. Is Trey or Beth on here? Just want to see if somebody's on here. I don't want to make comments about you guys putting some stuff in the comment section if you're not here. I think Trey or Beth one is on here today. We'll see. But so what I'm trying to come up with a good emoji. There's Trey. Trey Bowden's there. I knew he was. I just wanted to see if he was awake and see how quick he was to the draw. So what if you want, which one's going to win for you this month? I know what you should put down. Hey, Debbie Walton. What if you're not going to let procrastination win this month, if you're going to put your stake in the ground, you said, this is 25, it's a new year, it's going to be my best year ever, and at the end of each and every month, this one and the next 11, I've decided right now that I'm not going to let procrastination win. How about just for the season and the breath of fresh air, how about just put an American flag in? If that's the flag you're putting in the ground, and you're going to let urgency win, not procrastination. You're not going to let procrastination win. Give me a USA flag, okay? All right, put the flag in the ground. And if you're not from the U.S., if you're Canadian, put your Canadian flag. But I want the flag of the country you're proud to live in and where you're from. Put it in there if you're putting a stake in the ground, and you're not going to let procrastination determine your destination in 2025, okay? Now, here we go. Here's what I want you to think about. Yeah, Trey helped me make this, and Trey, I was talking about the elephant, and Trey was thinking about dentures, and we just decided we were going to take a big bite out of the elephant this way. It's a funny picture. Gets the point across. If you're going to have the best year ever, you're going to have to eat this elephant one bite, 1 month at a time. You got 10 days to make your first bite a good one, okay? 10 days to make your first bite a good one. And you can sit here right now and you can say, here's your choice as you finish the month of January. And we're going to get into the details of our 10-day challenge. But here's your choice. Your choice is, are you going to approach the end of the month and be the glass on the left? And you're going to say, wow, I guess I didn't do it this month. I'm just going to wait till next month. I'll restart. I'll do whatever. But I didn't hit my goal this month. Or are you going to be the glass on the right? Looks different. Has a little color. The light's hitting it a little different. Both of them are glasses of water. Are you going to say, you know what? This is a new year. The first month of a new year. I got this one in 12. I got 12 chances. This one in 11 more to grow every month, to build my business, build my paycheck, hit markers, hit goals, be proud of myself. I'm going to call my upline. I'm going to call my team. I'm going to pull in my resources. And this time, I'm not going to say, oh, well, I'll do it next month. Let's just talk French for a minute. Hell no, I'm going to finish what I started. Pardon my French, but that's really what I meant. Hell no, I am not going to do that anymore. I am not going to look back and say, well, I didn't do it in January. No, you got 10 days. You can do it. If you'll do what I'm telling you, you possibly could get more customers in the next 10 days than you've ever gotten in any single month in the history of your Juice Plus business. All right, let's kill it. You ready? Here's the deal, though. How many of you know someone, maybe even a child, an adult child maybe even in your life, or a young person or someone you're trying to bring in this business, and they have this silver platter attitude? They're entitled. They have the right to make as much money as you do. They have a right to be as successful as you are. And they come in and they're like, it didn't work that way. I didn't get my silver plate. I didn't get the car I drive. I didn't get the schedule I have. I didn't get to do the things I do day one. I busted my ASS to build my business. And if you'll do that too, you'll get to have the benefits forever. But everybody's going to pay the price at some point. So if you're saying, this is hard, yeah, it is. But you know what the reward is? We can't make income claims, but let me tell you something. If you'll pay the price today, you'll reap the rewards of it for generations. Your family, multiple generations, your kids and grandkids. If you'll pour into this business and find the 5 leaders for your team, using this Reset 25 right now, this could launch you into a new place, okay? But you got to pay the price. There's going to be some sacrificial season in your life where you said, that is when I decided that I was going to do it. Not when I signed my application, not when I signed up. I decided that I wanted to do it then. But January 2025, on the 22nd, when I had 10 days left in the month, I decided I was going to do it. Not that I was signing up to do it, but I decided I was going to do it. Okay? All right. Let's talk about it. Those of you that don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't know, but I'm not chastising you if you don't. There's something special on the table right now. Hey, Lisa Newton Radici. I see people's names on Facebook, and I see their middle name. Hey, Lisa Radici. I don't know why I said Lisa Newton Radici. Look at these stats. 7 resets, 6 quads. Crazy. It's cool, Debbie. All right, so here's the deal. Reset 25. So you all do know that we have almost 50 published medical studies on our essentials product, which is our fruit, veggie, and berry. Omegas are our essentials too, but this special offer is for the capsule fruit, veggie, and berry blend. And there's almost 50 research studies to back up why you should put this in your mouth and swallow it every single day. If somebody is willing to try the fruit, veggie, and berry blend for 4 months, or to add another order, maybe they're not doubling up yet. Maybe they want to get their spouse on it, their kids on it. My dogs take it every day for their arthritis and their skin and their health, because I love my dogs too. They don't take the berry. Dogs shouldn't take the berry. But if you do a fruit, veggie, and berry order with all the research to back it up, and Debbie, somebody throw in the in the comments here. Go grab the link on juiceplus.com to our research and throw it in there just in case somebody needs it and doesn't have it. I mean, hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Right there. That's our clinical research guide. It's all the stuff's published on the website. Almost 50 studies, okay? So they'll need to try that for 4 months. Flood your body with fruits, veggies, and berries. Try it for 4 months. $80 a month on installments. $320 if you do pay in full, and you can do it either way you want to. I don't know why somebody wouldn't do the installments. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Here's what you get. So you do that. That's what our customers do all the time. That's why we have millions of customers around the world eating the most researched nutritional product in the world. In the world, okay? This month until January 31st, if you do that, which is what we have hundreds of thousands of people do every month, the company is giving you Luminate. That's the little box on the left on your screen. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world, company, Juice Plus. It's our first venture into cognitive health. You get 15 free samples of that. And it's got the whole coffee fruit, berry, not just the bean. It's got nootropics, adaptogens, things to help give you focus, energy, and clarity. All natural, all whole food. It's awesome. You get 15 servings of that. You get 15 servings of Juice Plus Complete Vanilla Protein Shake and 15 servings of Juice Plus Complete Chocolate Protein Shake. And we can get you a recipe book that's got, you can make protein balls, you can make bars, smoothies, oatmeal. It's just amazing plant-based protein. Change your life. $129 free just for trying it. Now, this offer is unbelievable. It's freaking unbelievable. So I'm just telling you, it's 37 years. It's the best ever I've seen. I'm not saying there won't be one better down the road because we have an amazing new CEO and our product innovation pipeline. Boy, those of you coming to San Diego, you're going to get something that's going to rock your world. Just trust me. Okay. You can do this however you want to do it. I like to give you a tool. Our Best Year Ever program is about tools, tactics, tips, team, trust, time. And here's a tip and a tool. If you go to, and Trey can throw the link right here in the chat, makealife.com/BYE 2025. Okay, that's our Best Year Ever landing page, but we've put this resource on there for you. If you're a part of the Best Year Ever program, at about 11 o'clock Eastern time today, in about 13 minutes, you're going to be getting a video training from me. You're going to be getting an email newsletter that has the video in it, that has this challenge in it, that has things to help keep you on track, to make sure you're throwing wood on the fire and you're not building a new fire every month, okay? We want a blazing fire that we only have to build once, and we throw logs on it and keep it going, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. In December 2025, we're going to celebrate the hottest, best year we've ever had, okay? So here's some ideas. You can download the checklist. Trey's got it in the link right there. But I'm going to go over these with you. And you can do whatever you want to do. But these are just ideas, okay? Take these 10 ideas down, and you can make up 10 of your own. But I want you to do something for the next 10 days saying, this is about to go bye-bye. This is almost gone. It's the best thing our company's done, this century. And I don't want you to not know about it. You don't have to do it. But don't tell me in 10 days I didn't tell you, okay? So 10 days left. Let's say today you do a social media post. I went live. It probably stunk. I mean, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm getting the word out. I probably didn't do a great live. And Trey and I decided we weren't going to try and make it beautiful and pretty it up. We were just going to do it raw. And I got frustrated. The computer didn't like my camera this morning, so I had to put my phone on a selfie stick and do it sideways. And I got to figure out why my browser didn't like my camera to go live. Whatever. But I did it. No excuses, guys. I would love to see you go live. You don't have to. You could just do a social post. Put the link in there to your, you need this quickly. Okay, make a note of this. If you don't already have this, do it as soon as you hang up. I want you to go to juiceplus.com and click on the banner at the top where it's got the Reset 25 special. Click on it. It's going to take you to an order page for the trio. Decide if you want. I would do installments. They can always change it. I would do installments, add to cart. Then I want you to do view cart. Then I want you to do share cart. and I want you to put in the email address that Juice Plus uses for your account. You know, if you're a Juice Plus partner, there's an email address that the company has for you. You want to use that email address. Not if you have 10 email addresses, don't use another one. Use the email address that you use with the Juice Plus company, that you get all your information and that you use when you created your account. When you say share cart, put that email in there. It's going to let you copy it. Once you acknowledge that, you're going to be able to copy that link. I want you to take that link and I want you to paste it in a note on your phone. On a iPhone, it's just that yellow notes icon. I have no idea how to do it on an Android. I'm sure there's a droid on here that knows how to do it, but that's how you do it on an iPhone. Save that link somewhere because you're going to be texting that a lot the next 10 days. You can use it over and over again, but that's going to take people directly to get the trio, get $129 of free product, okay? So here's one idea. Look at that. 3 this morning, Lisa Johnson says. Cray cray. Yeah, some of you put some stories in here. There's Wendy McGlon. So grateful you're here, Wendy. Y'all put a clap your hands icon together. Wendy is helping us so much through this digital transformation. She deserves to be appreciated. Thank you for doing all that, Wendy. So 10 days, social media post, and once you have that link, you're going to want to put that link in the description of every post. That's how they're going to get to your page. But and hey, Wendy, while you're on here, can you put a link? Is there a link where they can learn how to go share carts just in case they're confused? Can you throw that in here? I know there's a boards link or something. Maybe Wendy can throw that little share sheet in there or something. If you don't have it handy, it's okay, Wendy. But if you got it handy, throw that in the comments, and so they'll learn how to share cart. I told them how to do it, but just if they need help or somebody hears it later. This is crazy. You're going to think I'm nuts. But how many of you put is there a scary face emoji icon like a fear? I mean, there probably is. If there's a fear emoji, if you have this fear of going live because you don't like to see yourself on video, somebody put a fear emoji in there. Look at everybody. Wendy McGlon, you go, girl. Everybody knows how much you help us. Thank you so much. Isn't it nice to be appreciated, Wendy? I know it's hard work. We do appreciate all you're doing. Thank you. Okay, so put if you're afraid to go live, like, I don't like the way I look when I'm on camera. I hate it. I mean, who likes to see themselves on camera? There's Joellen. She's got, is that the fear face? I know that's like goo eyes. There's Janelle I think Janelle got the fear face. Okay. Thank you, Wendy. Look at there. Wendy's got the boards link in there. That's how you learn how to share a cart. Wendy's amazing. I knew she knew where it was quicker than I could find it. Okay. So we're going to learn something right here, okay? For those of you that are fearful to go live, let's just say prior to COVID, before Zoom became a thing and before we kind of got this down, we would go out and we would somebody wants to meet us to get coffee. And I'm not a girl, so I don't put on makeup. But, you got to having a bad hair day. You just throw a hat on and you go. You don't worry about getting all beautified. You throw a hat on and you go meet your buddy at the coffee shop. I mean, we just did that. It wasn't a big deal. Okay. That person at the coffee shop, they were sitting 3 feet away from you across the table, and they looked at your mug. They looked at your face. They saw you. You didn't worry about it. Yet, when you get on video on your computer, you're panicked about what you look like. Why? It really is what you look like. What are you going to do about it? Not go to Starbucks anymore? No, you just go. God made you. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful child of God, whatever you look like. We all look different. Yet we're fearful to see our mugs on social media. Just forget about that. You are what you look like, and you getting on live on social media is just like you going to meet a buddy at Starbucks 5 years ago. So you just got to get over it. So go live and tell people what's on your heart, and tell them, guys, I am not, just be real. Guys, I'm not one to get on here and sell stuff, but I have decided in 2025, I am not going to let somebody tell me that I didn't tell them. When our company does something amazing, I am not going to let somebody tell me when it's over. Why didn't you tell me? I would have done that. No, just do it. So day 10, social media post. I would go live. I would do whatever, but this is your 10 days left. This is today. If you start today, your last day is going to be on January 31st, which is the last day of the special, okay? Day 9. Maybe you could do a health goal progress. Text a bunch of people and say, hey, I'm just curious, are you still sticking with your New Year's resolutions? What did you decide to do this year to be healthier? I'm committed to making it my best year ever. I got something to tell you if you don't have a plan. Whatever. Come up with something. Day 8, make a smoothie and share the recipe. Some kind of crazy thing. I've been doing my chocolate peanut butter smoothie forever. And I've been reading a lot about cinnamon and how good cinnamon is for you. I never thought about adding cinnamon to chocolate peanut butter. But guys, it was the jam. So I told a bunch of people about my chocolate peanut butter, add some cinnamon. I didn't think cinnamon would go good with peanut butter, but it worked good. So try a new recipe, share it with somebody. Have a coffee conversation with a prostitute. Go get coffee with somebody. Just grab a buddy, get a cup of coffee, share a smoothie, whatever, and go talk to somebody and have a conversation and say, there's only 7 days left in this. I have to tell you, you don't have to do it, but if you were ever going to order Juice Plus and try it and decide that you realize you really didn't eat enough fruits and vegetables and you needed something to help you bridge the gap between what you should eat and do eat, this is the time to do it. If you're ever going to do it, this is the time to do it. Over 30 years, they've never done this before. If you just order and try it, you're not committing to a lifetime. You're not joining a gym for 5 years, just 4 months. It takes 4 months to get it in your system, for all your cells to get the healthy benefits. That's that cycle of your body getting this good nutrition for a full cycle. If you'll do it for 4 months, the company's going to give you all this free stuff. I just told you what it was. I'm not going to tell you again. Keep saying that over and over again. Have a conversation with somebody face-to-face. Day 6. Now, I'm just telling you, I'm giving you ideas. I'm going to be obnoxious on social media for 10 days, in addition to doing these other things. But I'm going to be on social media saying something for 10 days because this is the time to be obnoxious, because people are going to be mad at me if I'm not, okay? I really believe that people are going to be mad at me if I'm not obnoxious for the next 10 days, because somebody's going to say, dang it, why didn't you tell me? I cannot believe you didn't tell me that was going on. Like, well, I tried. Well, you didn't knock me over the head with a sledgehammer. No, I didn't, but I'm going to tell you 10 times. Next 10 days, I'm going to tell you, so you can't tell me this time. Call somebody with kids who know, I didn't tell you this. You can do the health study, order the trio capsules for the adult that you're paying for. Your kids get it free, and you still get the free stuff. Is that not freaking awesome? Okay. All right, here we go. And there's a little bit different process, just so you'll know. Back up. I don't want to confuse you. For those of you that are learning our new system, and if somebody wants to post it, I don't want to make Wendy do it. But if somebody's got it handy, you have to do the shopping cart a little bit different for the children's health study, okay? It's not hard, but because you're getting a child's name and a birth date and there's a little more details, you need to save in your Apple Notes or wherever you save it on a Droid phone. You need to go in and create this shared cart or know how to do it for a Healthy Starts prospect. But you can't save the same link and use it over and over again for everybody like you can the one that we did earlier. That's good for anybody, anywhere in the U.S. that wants to get the trio and get the free stuff. If you want to do your free child, you have to do a separate shared cart for each person, okay? And there's training about that out there too, and we'll get a link posted in here at some point. I don't want to assign Wendy another task. She's too generous. But if somebody has it, throw it in there. Day 5. What if you were to ask a customer to add a family member? Okay, cool. Thanks, Wendy. So the link she already shared, I do remember that now. It tells you how to share a cart, but it also tells you how to do a shared cart link. Thanks, Wendy. So just that link that's above, it'll show you how to do both, okay? But just remember that the one without the Healthy Starts, you can use over and over and over and over and over again. Just copy, paste, copy, paste. The Healthy Starts shared cart, it's unique for each family because you got to give the details, okay? Awesome. So how about this? Ask a customer. How many of you have a customer where every member in their family is not on the product? Yeah, do you have a buddy you work out with, or a lady you work out with? And do you have everybody in their family on Juice Plus Essentials? Do they have a spouse? Do they have a sister or brother, a parent, a parent, a father-in-law, mother-in-law, a cousin, niece, nephew, uncle, is everybody in their family on Juice Plus? I guarantee you the answer is no. So who on your customer list could you go to on day 5 and say, hey, there's only 5 days left? Only 5 days left. And I would feel really bad if I didn't tell you this, because I know how much you love your Juice Plus, and you've probably got a family member you love just as much, if not more. And I wanted to send you this link so that anybody in your family that wanted to try Juice Plus, they can get all this stuff for free. And heck, if you want to double up and you really, for the next 4 months when flu season's out there and it's cold and you want to double up and really add another layer to your immune function and you want to double up, if you order some more, you'll get the free stuff too. So make a list. Who could you do that with? Okay. Who can you do that with? Thanks, Stacy Turner, for she gave us another link to help you with some tips. Day 4. And you don't have to do these on day 4 or day 5. These are just ideas. These are 10 ideas. I just put them in 10 days. Follow up with a prospect who were a maybe. How many of you have somebody that was interested? They went down the conversation road with you a little bit, but they never made a decision. Research 100% tells us that 80% of all sales occur on the 5th conversation or after. That means proposing on the first date very rarely wins. Okay? So who do you know that you've had 1 or 2 conversations, or they said maybe later, or I got to finish my bottle of vitamins or whatever. I got to ask my spouse. How many of you know somebody that you were talking to that didn't make the decision? They were close, but they didn't make a decision. Make a list of those people. What a great reason to call them. Hey, I know you were interested in Juice Plus, and I know you had lots of questions. Timing wasn't right, whatever. But I would feel remorse if I didn't tell you about this. It's the best thing that's ever happened in my business in 37 years for the consumer, for the customer. And you're not committing long-term. All you got to do is try it, and the company is going to give you $129 of free product. So if you're still interested at all, I wanted you to know you got 4 days left, and this is going to be over. So I just didn't want you to find out about this, and February 1st call me and say, why didn't you tell me? Well, I'm telling you right now. What if you could, since you get on day 3, since you're going to get 15 servings of free Illuminate, what if you could tease them and share some Illuminate with somebody today? Say, hey, you know what? You're going to get this is going to blow your doors off. It's cold outside. My favorite way to make Illuminate is like hot tea. Put it in hot water. It's awesome. But I like it cold too, but I actually like it hot better. It's just, or maybe in the summertime I wouldn't say that, but right now I say I like it hot better. But replaces a cup of coffee, gives you that boost. What if you were to take some samples? That's the cool thing about Illuminate. We got these little straws. Throw a bunch in your pocket. And, in the next 10 days, how many people could you say, hey, I want you to try this? And if you decide you want to, flood your body with fruits and vegetables, bridge the gap between what you should eat and what you do eat. If you decide you want to do that and just try Juice Plus, you're going to get 15 free samples of this. I thought you'd think it was amazing. Boom. Okay. Who can you do that with? Make your list. You ought to have a list of people for each of these 10 things, honestly. Okay. Share a research study with somebody. I mean, I know Debbie Walton, put your favorite research study in here. Okay. She loves it hot too. I know Debbie's one of she shares amazing stuff with us on Voxer. She's a Illuminate warrior. Hey, Debbie, put your favorite research study in here that you might share with somebody right now, and so people can have it. So pick one of our research studies. Maybe it's the one with special forces. Maybe it's the one about cardiovascular health and vasodilation when we add the fruit, veggie, and berry blend, and the brachial artery stayed expanded with a high-fat meal. Maybe it's somebody that that's got macular degeneration in their family, and lutein and zeaxanthin are increased by 2,000% in 30 days in your eye. I mean, in your body. Crazy stuff, okay? And it's the nutrient that makes up the macula. In your body, those things went up that much from the current therapeutic research journal, the bioavailability, showed that those particular ingredients, carotenoids, went up that much. Do you know somebody who has a history of macular degeneration in their family? Lori's parents wouldn't take Juice Plus until that became an issue. We couldn't talk them into it. And once that macular degeneration and that thought of that came in, they started taking it, So share a research study with somebody. Everybody, why don't all of you on here that are like, can grab a link, go in there and share your favorite research study. Put some links in here in the chat. Do your brother, your sister a favor. Add a research study you'd like to share with somebody to prompt them to try the amazing Juice Plus Essentials. Okay, we got almost 50, so we ought to have a few posts in here. See, Wendy's up in Michigan. It's cold up there. She likes it hot too. Call a prospect who is procrastinating. Oh my gosh, is that not the best? I mean, I hate procrastination. I hate it. It's the enemy of the world of productivity. Call somebody who's procrastinating and say, hey, I know you're going to do this. It's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, because I know you want to be healthy. You know you need to bridge the gap between what you do eat and should eat. You need to do it now. Tomorrow, this is the last day. This is going to be over. So don't you dare call me day after tomorrow and say, do you think they'd still do that deal for me? No, it's over. January 31st, it's over. Okay. So those 10 things are there. I'll back up for a second before I go into this. I don't know what else to tell you, but if you don't do it, you're going to miss out. I mean, literally, what a better way to have your best month ever than to take advantage of this. The company is just like the table's set. Just pull up your chair and dive into this amazing feast they've set before us. So, I mean, Debbie says the gut study, because it's the reason for adding complete, and you get it free right now. There you go. Barbara says she's got a clinical study she put on there. You can show it via video. You can go to the website, the link that Trey put above. There's PDFs. Just share it. It's crazy. Okay. So I can't make you do this. All I can do is use my energy and excitement and enthusiasm about this. And hopefully it's contagious. Hopefully a little bit of my mojo this morning and my excitement about this has infected you. And that as a result of this call, we're going to create an epidemic on our teams. And the next 10 days, we're going to destroy any kind of closeout numbers we've ever had before, because we've never had this deal before. I challenge you not to have anybody in your life that on February 1st can say to you, you didn't tell me about that deal. Why didn't you tell me? I challenge you to not let people be able to tell you that February 1st, because some of them will get mad at you. Okay? All right. Best year ever continues. Close out January to make the best year ever. On February the 19th, we're going to do this really fun, amazing live with some guests to be announced soon. A relational capital Q&A. How do you build a memory jogger? How do you create your list? How do you be a good steward over what God's given you? You're saying, Curt, what in the world are you talking about? You're going to pass an offering plate? No. But there's a connection. Being a steward is caring and using what you've been given, caring for it well. So in our world, we all know about being a good steward over our money. I'm not saying everybody does it, but you're supposed to spend less than you make. You're supposed to pay your taxes. You're supposed to tithe. You're supposed to give to those that are less fortunate than you. You're supposed to pay your bills, not go into debt. And there's a whole world out there of people you can pay to help you do that. I mean, they'll tell you to fund your 401k forever, whatever. I don't know if you do a good job or a bad job of managing your money, but you're supposed to be a good steward of it. Your calendar. I bet some of you on here have paper and digital calendars. You bought all kinds of gadgets. You got Post-it notes everywhere. You try to find that 25th hour in the day. We're trying to do it. I don't know how good a job you do, how bad a job you do. It's one of the things that makes a mark and determines who's successful and who's not, though. I know that. We all have the same amount of time, 24 hours, and he who manages it best gets the best results. But you're supposed to be a good steward over your time. This business, there's one more thing that most people have never understood how to do. And when I meet a new person or I'm coaching someone in this business, here's my goal. I want them to trust me enough to let me be their people investment advisor. I want to show them how to invest their relational capital That's the people they know. That's the people that God's brought across their path, the people that are in their life. And I believe they're there for, you don't just know people for no reason. I'm not saying everyone I'm supposed to get in your Juice Plus business, but how are you going to build and expand your business if you don't invest that relational capital? What did Jesus say? He says, go out 2 by 2. I'm leaving, but you got to spread the word. You got to keep this mission going. Go out 2 by 2, go into these towns and find what is called a person of peace. You knock on a door. That's somebody who embraces your message. They love what you're doing. They think it's wonderful. They want to do it with you. They'll feed you, house you, and share their network with you. That's how you know you've got a person of peace to join you. Same in this business. And if that's not the right person, shake the dirt off your feet and go to the next house. We're going to talk about that, how to invest your relational capital in this business, live on February 19th at 7 p.m. There's the Zoom link, and there'll be more. If you're signed up for the best year ever on that website, you'll get notifications and updates and everything, okay? A really cool podcast is coming out tomorrow. Jesse Lepicki, who is under Amy Getz and Julie Herbst. I'm not sure exactly who all her upline is, but she's an amazing QNMD. I think she still does, but her and her husband have been like amazing, like obstacle course racing. They do like, crawling under the electric fences and in the mud and all kind of crazy stuff. She's an extreme athlete. She's a mom. She's a great wife, and she built a Juice Plus business, and COVID and the addition of children kind of set her back. Her paycheck stuck with her, but her business lost the momentum, and she lost the volume of her paycheck. It stayed there, but it didn't continue to grow. She's going to be an NMD. She's committed, and she's on track. She's killing it right now, and she's the guest on my podcast tomorrow. She's also training at Peachtree Boot Camp. But if you go to makealife.com/podcast or go to Apple Podcast or Spotify, you'll be able to grab my 2 podcast episodes every month. And if you want to see how a mama with young children who's committed to health, how she fought back the obstacles of, being a new mommy and COVID and all those things. And her business was there in those downtimes and those moments where she couldn't focus. But she's committed now to building it back bigger and better than ever. And that's going to be our episode tomorrow. So you might want to share that with people. We come out with a new podcast episode the 2nd and 4th Thursday of every month, okay? I don't know, maybe there's 20 or 30 left. I'm not sure. But there's a few seats left for the Peachtree Boot Camp next Friday and Saturday, the 31st and 1st. You can go to peachtreebootcamp.com and grab that if you're interested. I did want to let you know this. Since I joined this company, we have, since October of 1989, we've done a prayer breakfast, and now it's a worship gathering. We don't do food anymore, but we've done an event to kick off our Juice Plus Live, giving God the glory, putting Him first, acknowledging that He's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and that we're the created and He's the creator, and we get to do that together and make it a part of our business. And I've always believed God said, if you take care of my business first, seek ye first the kingdom of God, then I'll take care of your business. So we get to put Him first. And due to the leadership only conference and the logistics in San Diego, and actually even it's gotten worse, pray for the people that are in the LA fires. A lot of them have moved down to San Diego and they're in hotels because they don't have a house. So we could not get a room to do the prayer breakfast worship gathering live in San Diego. So the Friday before we go to San Diego, March the 7th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Aaron Keys, who's one of the most dynamic worship leaders in the country, he is going to take us into the throne of heaven, and we're going to worship and be inspired. And you can join us on Zoom, and those details will be coming soon. But it will be on my Curt Beavers Make a Life Facebook page, and we'll share and worship together. And we'll get to do that 1 week before we go to San Diego. So if you were wondering if we were going to be live, we were, but we can't. And the person that was going to do it live, I'll share the secret later. They did recommit, and they're going to be with us in Indianapolis in the fall, okay? All right, last thing. If you want a little nudge, some people have given me permission to use a cattle prod. It's very mild. It's painless. It's a text message. And if you say stop, we'll stop. But every Monday morning, I'm going to send you just a little inspirational note, message, call it a nudge, that just says, hey, I remember what Curt said. We've got to plan our week. We can't just let the week happen. We need to make the week happen. We can't just let our life happen. We've got to make our life happen. And this is going to be your little nudge every Monday morning to be proactive and intentional about the week ahead of you. So if you want to do that, it's one text a week. If you want to text wake up to that number, we're happy to put you on that list and inspire you to be intentional about your week, because the year is made up of 12 months and the months are made up of 4 1/3 weeks. So 52 weeks. What if you were intentional about those 52 weeks and took the bull by the horns instead of just letting it happen? Letting the week happen is dangerous because the world does not have good intentions. Okay? So that's the last thing I think I have on my slides. Yes. And thanks for joining us today. That was fun. You can tell I'm excited about this. I'm excited about Travis and Gina and Stephen and Skylar and Sean and the corporate team and Stacy Whitmer and the corporate team that are just pouring into us, okay, and giving us great resources. So you can let this slide and say you're hungry tomorrow, but there's a feast on the table if you'll grab your knife and fork and go after it. You got 10 days to have your best month ever. So thanks a bunch. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon.